What's up, guys? My name is Brett Beck. Behind me is my 79 Power Wagon known as Roxy. This is the Laid Back Performance YouTube channel, and I'm going to give you a build breakdown on my truck today. Stay tuned, guys. So follow me, okay, guys? This is a 1979 Dodge Power Wagon. It was originally a 360 gas truck. It now has a 1991 and a half intercooled diesel chassis under it that we swapped right here at Laid Back Performance. With that being said, as you can look at it, it's got a lot going on. There's really not much left of the truck. Starting off with, when you look at the front, this is a 10-wheel truck. It is not a first gen. First gen was 1989 to 1993. Everybody gets the trucks confused because of the cab design. However, when you look at it, it is a beautiful truck, don't get me wrong. Starting off, we have a Mishimoto 7.3 intercooler that we retrofitted to the truck. We have a US body source 3.5-inch cowl hood. The bumper was designed by yours truly right here in this shop at LBP. It's a mimic of kind of Mopar 1 Daryl, far from stock, with his front bumper as well. Just wanted to give it my own flair for the 70s body style instead of being for a first-gen truck. Headlights are Amazon. Everybody always asks me about the headlights. Wheels and tires are 20x12 XD Riots on 33-inch Ironmans. We do have Fox shocks that are, the stickers are stripped and polished on the truck as well. It is a Power Wagon truck. We have blacked out all of the chrome features in the truck that would have came chrome back in 1979. Walking further back, we have a dual single 4-inch inlet to a dual 6-inch outlet exhaust tip. I went with a set of LMC taillight covers, and they are blacked out as well by a local body shop that we do use. The truck is considered an antique because of how old it is. I believe it's over 40 years old. We are running a roll pan from actually eBay. There's a shop that I believe makes them on eBay and just sells them on there. It's a little bit easier for them to do. Coming further down onto here, eventually we will be putting a flip up tag bracket with a hitch through the hideaway hitch as well. In here we do have Yukon diff covers front and back, again with the Fox shocks as well. It is a factory drivetrain truck, so it still has the Dana 70 and Dana 60 kingpin up front. Nothing special on the diff other than a Lock-Right lunchbox locker with Rough Stuff Specialties. Shout out to Rough Stuff. Thank you for your disc brake swap kit. We truly love them. And also Mr. Daryl again for the steel braided brake lines for far from stock. So coming further in, we do have a billet gas cap as well, which you guys can find on the 1972 to 1993 Facebook forums. There's a gentleman within the forum, I'll have to get you guys the name, but he builds them out of aluminum. They're billet aluminum. I had mine color matched to the truck because I felt like it was going to look a lot better than it actually would being in chrome, or polished billet, of course. Everything else on the truck as far as body-wise is actually the way it would have came back 40 years ago. Not much has changed there other than when you do look at the windows, it does have some really dark tint. I will respond to the comments on that as well. The truck coming up forward, take a look under the hood here. It is a 1991 12-valve Cummins that unfortunately we just experienced a head gasket leak. But looking in, as soon as you start off, you will see, obviously, an old-ass motor. It does not look the cleanest, but it does what it is supposed to do. With that being said, we're running an HX40 whole set with a welded wastegate into a Diamond Eye full 4-inch stainless exhaust. We're running a PA Performance alternator, factory accessory drive system. I did remove the fan hub pulley, and we went with a set of, they're actually billet freeze plugs from Keating Machine. Again, shout out to Keating Machine. We love your products and we love the look of your products, and they do exactly what they're intended to do. My charge pipe setup was built by Mr. John Vargas, which is the owner of Angel Motorsports. He did a fantastic job. 3.5-inch charge pipes with the, I believe these are Vibrant clamps by Ace Race Performance, or aceraceparts.com. It is a eBay radiator. I believe you can pick them up on the eBay for I think around $300 or $400. It comes with the actual, you want to take a look here, It actually comes with the fan shroud and the electric fans as well. It is a 4-core, so it is 1 core bigger than your factory first gen radiator. I did remove the fan hub itself, did the fan hub fully delete as well. We still have the factory AC compressor to be able to run a different size belt and actually keep the accessory drive system the way it should be. As far as what's done to the motor before actually what we're fixing to do to it, the motor's 100% bone stock. So all the videos you guys see, that is with a stock injection pump and a stock motor from valve cover to oil pan. All we have is bolt-ons. I classify that as a stock motor. I understand some people may feel different. Needless to say, we still are also running from Amazon. Everybody was running a bottle, of course, so we got tired of the glass bottle already. And for plenty of years, it looked good, but it was time to clean up the look of the truck. So we did jump on Amazon. It was much cheaper that way, and it does the same exact job. It's just a coolant overflow tank. I do run Amsoil coolant in my truck, as well as I run Lucas, and I believe that's it. Lucas and Rotella is the only fluids I'll use. I use Rotella in the motor only because I've not done the short block yet. Thus, farther on, we'll swap over to Amazon engine oil as well. Oil filter, I'll run a Fleet Guard or a Wix oil filter. Not typically picky on that. Obviously, don't ever use a Fram. Walking over to this side, I do have a set of dual Optimus currently with the Rough Stuff Specialties battery box. The hood pin plates are completely custom. They were built, obviously retrofitted to the truck and the hood, trying to make it work to where it would actually look the cleanest and not look tacky in a way, by all means. We also are running Mr. Darrell's from Far From Stock Hydro Boost kit, swap kit, which I do highly recommend. Night and day difference. Should have listened to Darrell a lot longer on that one, so I do appreciate it. We are running a full send diesel air breather cover for your oil fill cap. Just makes it clean up the engine bay, look a little bit nicer, other than, you know, the motor that isn't the cleanest, but that's because we haven't had to pull it. We simply just put it together and beat on it. That's what I built her to do, was essentially make a burnout truck and go to shows and show people that these trucks are still alive and you can still do a lot with them. As you can see, I am not running windshield wipers. I don't like the look of them, so therefore I do not run them. I know I'm a little bit crazy. Just gonna go ahead and answer the questions now because I already know they're coming. I do also run a line lock from B&M, and this allows my front brakes to stay locked when I'm in my burnouts or setting up for a burnout, trying to build boost. Don't think we're ever going to actually get it to the track. We may one day. I'm sure there will be one point once I get the transmission and the engine built the way I want it, and I feel safe that it's ready to go down a track. Because at this right now, I don't think it is. I think we still need to do some more brake work, both front and rear, maybe do an axle swap front and back, just trying to get my gear ratios set just the way I want them for how I drive the truck, because I do daily the truck still. It does not sit a whole lot. As long as it's on the road and I can turn key and drive it, it's always running. So, and it does not get babied. It gets beat almost every time I'm in it. We can come down here to the bottom. Again, like I said, that's a factory Dana 60 Kingpin up front. I had off-road design twin sticks installed. Also, I had my tie rod bar was built by a local shop known as Goliath Off-Road here in Umatilla, Florida. My crossover bar is from Darrell, Far From Stock. It is a straight pitman arm off of a stock four-wheel drive gearbox. Nothing special, nothing has changed there. So if you guys need any of those parts, like I mentioned, from Darrell or Far From Stock, of course, slide over to his website, and I can promise you guys will be very happy with his products. At least I have for sure. Coming around to the inside, the truck is still not finished in this domain. We're still working here and there, obviously dealing with life. But we do have a factory bench seat that was wrapped with an LMC seat cover, and actually hidden underneath those are the seat heating pads, both for your back and your butts as well. The flooring is still a work in progress, as well as the door panels. So the flooring is factory flooring. We actually cut the four-wheel drive tunnel out of the truck, and we did a one-off exoskeleton brace, and then we wrapped it with sheet metal, which we're actually fixing to pull apart and redo now. The truck was originally an automatic. We did convert it to a 2018 G56 out of a local wreck picked up truck right down the road at our local scrapyard. We do have a billet knob and a billet shifter by my boy locally, which is Diesels and Dirtbags. He builds custom shifters, custom knobs, and a lot of other great products for the first gens and the OBS Ford trucks. We do feature a custom aluminum dash featured with autometer gauges that we actually will be swapping out at a later date, because I plan to swap a Holly dash into the truck with digital gauges. Just trying to update the truck with the times and make it a lot easier for what we're chasing with the truck in the future on the channel itself. When you look down at the floor, you will see my B&M sport shifter on top of my 2018 G56, as we have swapped the truck from an automatic to a stick shift. Like I said outside, we do have off-road design twin sticks. Those are actually going to be going away, and we're going to smooth it off, swap transfer cases, and swap to electronic four-wheel drive, only because I'm trying to clean up the look of the truck, and I rarely use four-wheel drive. I just want to still have it, but I just want it on the fly, of course. Factory 1979 clutch and brake pedal. All we did was shave down the rod that connects to the clutch, and we drilled a new hole and we connected the clutch where we felt it needed to connect. Obviously, when you're running a set of 2018 hydraulics and a 1979 cab itself, it's a bit of a pain to get everything to work properly. So it makes it a lot of work. Factory steering column still, have to swap it out. It's a 13.5-inch Grant GT steering wheel. I believe that's a Challenger series if you guys are wanting one. The seat is factory. It's a factory frame. It has been recovered locally. I'll have to get the name of the shop. It has a LMC seat cover, which actually is a 1978 instead of 79. Gives it a little bit different of a pattern. I liked it a little bit better, so I went with that. And underneath here are seating pads from LMC truck. Again, LMC truck, I do get a lot of their parts because they are very good quality parts, and that's why I like to use them, along with a Mopar 1 Darrell as well. So in the back, nothing special. Just kind of showing you guys around the truck. I know questions are going to be asked, so it's easier to just walk around and show. The window tint, again, I will respond to in the comments. If you look in the truck, it is very dark. Pictures do not do it justice. This is ceramic all the way around. That's why it's much easier to see out of the front. These are double layered, as long as the back, as well as the back window is double layered as well. We also did do the 1976. This is a 76 set of vent windows, and I plan on doing the 76 dash swap as well. I did this only because I do not like the circles in the windows, and I think it looks a lot cleaner than being on the ground and everything all color matched, as well as my door handles as well. I believe they're actually the same from 1972 all the way to 1980. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments, guys. I appreciate it. So, still learning something new every day about the truck. But this is my baby. I've had her for almost 10 years now. It's been in my family since new. It actually was an old hunting truck. It was headed for the scrapyard, and I didn't want it to go there, so I got it off my grandfather. I've since then did a complete rest mod on the truck, and that's really about it, guys. For the future on the truck, we do plan to, the truck does have a hurt head gasket right now, and it has a hurt right front brake caliper, which is why it is parked. So we're actually going to be removing the head, the injection pump, the entire exhaust system, and we're going to go through the whole front end. We're going to fix a couple odds and ends that I haven't since it's been sitting for a year and a half prior to this. We're going to redo a head. I believe I'm going to go with D&J Machine as far as all of my head work. Infinite performance for my custom injectors, and we are also going to reach out to Savage Fab for a custom set of a manifold charger, and then of course underneath, which will be a compound setup. The truck is going to go back to a stock hood. We're going to remove the US body source hood. We're going to go back to a hood stack because we are actually shooting to chase Burnout Wars with Mr. Zach Pinnick and Miss Lacey Blair. At some point, we just have a long ways to go before I can actually feel safe and comfortable in the truck and putting it in the pit. But until then, this is what you guys are going to see on the channel a lot. I'll introduce my team behind me at a later date. If you guys have any questions, you guys want to see more content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And from there on out, we will definitely be with you guys.